shall we begin in that well-known tradition of asking David to recount the situation as he was our note-taker for last session?
Well, everyone other than Charlotte was here, so everyone knows what happened. And my specific way of taking notes were designed for shock factor for Charlotte. It started along the lines of how far can I eat a dwarven princess? 20 feet, apparently. We took Anna as a prisoner, but this guy decided to execute the Raven Warriors, and then told him stole the kills from under Baracus' nose. Also, now we've captured a dwarven princess.
Much to Kashan's delight.
That sums it up, right?
Yeah, pretty much. But yes, whenever Charlotte arrives, you can give the full description to her, and we can get her full-fledged reaction.
That was it. That's all of my notes. I mean, we only had the fight.
Okay,
Also,
so you basically take. Well, I'm busy now, so you basically take Anna back to the Alpha Base. Do you want to just trek over hills, or do you want to?
Oh yeah.
So do you want to just trek over the hills, or do you want to go by road?
We avoided the roads for a reason.
Did we manage to go up the hill very easily on the way to go?
Yeah, so it's basically you're just sort of going cross country. But you could basically just easily travel over the hills without any major consequence, and you basically made the journey without any actual consequence. Like nobody ambushed you or anything like that. It was just a case of if you had gone that way, you wouldn't have been able to take courses or anything like that. But I'll let you all do a survival check before you set out.
Yeah. That's 25 for me.
Okay.
Future
Well, but that will be basically enough for anybody else. So, sure.
that's fine. I only got 16.
But there would be nothing sort of stopping you from making the journey back. The only problem is that the hills do present Arno with an opportunity to try and escape. And here she is.
Hello? Is my mic working?
Hey, now it is.
Yeah, okay, cool. Hello, sorry.
Hello.
How are we all?
Warm.
Warm? Yes, fair. Not chilly today.
You are coming in quite quietly, Charlotte, but we can't hear you.
Hang on. There we go. It's because I turned my mic down.
Nice.
Okay, well, we've literally just started, so I will allow David, who was our Charlotte for last session, to regale you with all the notes that he took in all the detail that they were in.
Of course, because you guys are pretty good at detail, right?
Right, look, they're very, very detailed for the very intense fight that we had. Okay. So you were there for most of it.
Yeah,
I was just there at the back end of it.
Right, so I will take you to the map so you can see sort of like the context from where you were to what it ended up as.
Okay, let me just open Roll20 then. Oh. Okay, that's a lot of dead people, guys. Is that Frank?
Which one?
We don't, right, just, yeah.
The builder Frank?
Oh no, they're firefighters.
The firefighters to put out the fires.
Oh, the firefighter Franks.
Yeah, letting their hoses loose, as it were.
Oh.
So, David, would you like
Okay.
to enlighten our note taker as to what happened?
Okay, so when we came to, there was an alpha werewolf still alive, 2 or 3 of the other werewolves, Anna and the 4 raven warriors, and then we killed like one of the werewolves, and Anna got involved in the fight after we had an attack on the raven warriors on the roofs, and then we decided to figure out how much damage she could take before she ran away like a bitch, and then I decided to see how far I could eat a dwarven princess. Apparently the answer to that is 20 feet.
Okay.
We then got asked if we would help clean up the werewolf situation, and then Anna would surrender, and so we cleaned up the fight. We took Anna as a prisoner, and then
Oh.
yeah, that seems reasonable, right?
Yeah, no murder occurred.
No,
Until
I don't
directly
know if
following
it-
that.
I don't know. I've heard from a little bird that murder might have occurred.
Murder occurred. It
He
wasn't so much
started it.
murder as it was execution.
Burrican
Oh
started
my
it.
God.
well, they attacked first.
You started it.
That they had surrendered.
So
It
you
was-
started it, I finished it.
You guys committed a war crime.
Again.
No.
He wanted to kill them slowly. I ended it really quickly so they didn't have to suffer.
It was a split decision. Baracus couldn't decide how he was going to execute them, so Torm stole the kills. And in our defense, your entire addition to this situation was yes, adventurer.
No, she was very detailed
That's, no,
about...
actually, that's true. Yeah, NPC Marilla's become quite a bloodthirsty, terrifying human being. Elf.
Oh
Half-elf.
God.
Yeah. Also, that the previously, because obviously I missed the last session where you were here, we may or may not have accidentally franked Marilla, but that also could also be my bad.
You did.
I
what?
also brought you back.
You also what? Huh? You what?
May or may not have franked Marilla.
What do you mean you may or may not franked me?
Well,
What? Explain that, please.
Frank may or may not have disappeared with Marilla.
My poor innocent thing.
I am concerned.
I
You
actually
will be
think
for what
you've broken the
Harry.
DM.
I am concerned for what NPC Marilla might have
I
said.
think you've broken the DM. He's physically can't touch the computer right now.
You will be.
Understandable. Yeah, no. The note does specifically say my bad.
Yes, and so after the execution / murder of the Raven Warriors, Frank has put Anna in handcuffs, and you're at this point trying to decide how to escort her back to the Alpha Base.
Welcome
Without
back.
Frank would be a good idea.
Okay.
So basically, you need to get back to the
nothing
Lost Wolf
terrifying.
Den, and it's basically just been established that going through the countryside over the hills would be the easiest way to go. However, it would present Anna with an opportunity to escape.
Let's not let her
What
escape.
if? Let me look at what spell I've got. A stupid idea may be exactly.
Huh?
Yes.
Just nod. Just nod.
Yes, adventurer.
Smile and wave, boys. Smile and wave.
No, we're not all penguins, are we?
Not yet.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, I can't have eyes. No, I have nothing.
Could we not? She's small, right?
No, you can't put her in the beard.
But
Damn it!
proportionality. We don't have to take her out to breathe maybe once in a day. It's technically a pocket dimension, isn't it?
Yes, but she physically has to fit through the beard.
Kashan! You're a big man. Do you think a beard could take a dwarf?
David?
I think he died.
I had my mic off. That's my bad. How heavy's the dwarf?
Well, technically, she is a medium-sized creature, so. But technically speaking, she wouldn't be able to fit in. But she's about 4'6". She's quite tall for a dwarf.
Yeah.
To be fair, also the beard does currently have all of the chainmails and stuff in the beard, so there's not a lot of capacity right now.
Could we not make her wear the chainmail and then put her in?
And Donna then says, "Yes, I agree with that idea. I'll also carry the sword and the shield and the other weapons. If you've got,
I'm going to throw it out there. Inside the beard is currently more than one grenade, a necklace of fireballs with enough to cast 3 charges, and several axes, long swords, and other various weaponry because of who I exist as a person.
Can I just say, he has all these things in his beard. They've never been used because they're in his beard.
And so,
You should really take note of that.
and Anna's like, "Yes, that's very interesting. Could you show me how one of these grenades works?"
No,
No, is Padwin with us?
No.
Padwin is not with us.
Oh, thank God.
Or am I?
No, you're not. Sorry, I know, like the drama thing is to always say yes and, but no.
It's so she's basically just sort of sitting there, like just where she's been put, just watching this, but completely unperturbed by the fact that all of her people have been killed.
Oh, can we put her in a barrel and roll her downhill?
I'm impressed by how stoic she is.
She probably doesn't care about them.
We got that. We got
I
that.
just
Vibe.
finished to say.
Could we roll her up in a rug and then roll her downhill?
We could like tie it together and carry it.
Uncle Sausage. Put her in the middle and tie both ends and then she can't get out.
Yes, this is something that you can do if you wanted to do it.
Can we roll her in the rug and then tie the ends of the rug and then she can't actually get out the ends? But she will be
And
able
then
to
we could
breathe.
carry it.
And then you just carry the rug.
I'm sorry, guys, but do you all really think that she's that stupid to run away from us?
Yes.
Yes, I am that stupid. Yes, I feel it's important that I'm honest with you. But also in honesty, not only will I try to run away, I will most likely try and kill the smallest and weakest of you, whichever one that ends up being at the time. So I'm just putting that out there.
We all like point at different people when she says that. I like we were like.
Yeah, but no one pointed to Kashan.
Yeah, I think Kashan's like the only one we can't point at. He's like 7 foot tall. And then I'm going to go stand on Kashan's head and I'm like, and he can't get me either.
Because of this, Kashan is pointing at himself accidentally.
And darling, I can most definitely say I am not the smallest person in this group.
I am terrified to know how you know that, man.
I've checked, darling, don't worry.
Oh God.
I really do.
Okay, so is this what you guys gonna do?
Yes.
Hell yeah.
We're rolling her in a rug.
Okay, do you
No.
currently have a rug?
Yes.
Because you gave the rug to the
But it's not
Castle
been taken off my inventory, so I therefore still have the rug.
Okay. I will allow it purely because you look adorable with that hat on. So, okay, so
And you want cider, yeah?
Tordum pulls out yet another rug out of the inventory and sort of like lays it on the floor, and she seems somewhat affronted at sort
Roll
of
in
like
the rug. Get in the
being
rug. Get in
presented
the
by
rug.
this. And so it's like,
Is the rug fit for a king? Get on the rug.
I would much rather walk to my death than being carried. I'm not that kind of princess.
No.
Half.
I'm just gonna push her into the rug.
Oh well, that was unanimous. So she sits down and just sort of lets you roll her up. What are you going to use to?
Rope.
Okay.
I have rope.
Okay, so who is going
I
to
probably have rope.
carry the rug dwarf?
Kashan.
Guess who?
Well, Baron guesses carry if you want to.
Ha! Nah.
Fine, Kashan can carry her then. He wants a princess. He's got one.
I
I mean, to
I
be
can
fair,
help.
Kashan can carry me and the rug as well.
That's fair. I can carry the princess.
Well, you've always wanted a dwarven princess.
I'll have
haven't you?
I'll have her like over one shoulder, so her head is like pointing out, like towards my head, like walking the direction that we're walking.
I was expecting you to carry her Harlequin style in Arkham Knight.
Oh, that's like wait in Arkham Knight. Hang on.
Are you gonna Google it now?
Google is my friend.
Just type in Batman carrying Harlequin and you'll get the immediate image that I'm trying to put out.
So the other way around, so that I can talk to her. I assume her ass isn't hanging out of the.
No, it's tied up to her ass is not hanging out.
I had it pictured differently, as in like it's just going to be like her feet popping out of one side and the head out the other.
I imagine most people had it pictured differently until it was there, and then you'd never go be able to unsee it again.
It is so funny the amount of people who have turned this camera around just to look at.
No, that doesn't. That's not because of how the camera gets turned around. The camera turns itself around to show you
So
that.
every time your character moves, it puts her ass in the front of the screen.
How? I mean, I'm not mad about it.
Okay, so who is leading the troop to Lost Wolf Den?
Me.
Okay, survival check, please.
we were like so excited then. Wow.
I don't know what dice I'm rolling here. I'm just rolling random dice. I got a 12 and then an 11. For some reason, it rolled it twice.
Okay, is that plus anything?
No, that's plus everything.
Okay, right. So you lose a bit of time getting lost in one of the hill bits, or like at this point, but you do eventually make it to the Alpha base.
Hey, don't judge. No one else stepped
No
up.
one said anything.
You all thought it. I don't know, like pretend I'm quite psychically reading everyone's mind.
And so you make it up the hill to the Alpha base, and there are other approaches, but there is one approach that has sort of like a dirt road footpath that leads to it. So do you use that route, or do you just go up the nearest slope?
The
Up
easiest
road
route.
was safe.
Okay, so you get to the Alpha base, and sort of predictably you hear the howls of the person. Sorry, so I'm trying to open the document for it, but Word keeps on coming up with error messages. But you get the greeting that you got before from
The dogs. The wolves.
from the wolves and from the Alpha sitting atop it.
Hi. We brought person. I'm just going to point at the dwarf on Sean's shoulder.
So Ragnhild doesn't get down from the roof. She's just she actually seems in the process of feeding the little howl wolf, and she's got like this little water skin that she's pouring milk out of, and she just says, "So I see, everyone's in the courtyard."
Off we go.
Off.
I
Yes.
just swim in the courtyard.
I nearly said off with our head.
Stop executing people.
He started it. He put the idea in my head.
Is your direwolf going to do anything?
Oh, that buggered off ages ago.
Okay.
I let that loose. I let that loose into the wild. It disappears. It's free.
And eating the corpses of the people you executed?
I don't know. Whatever it's doing, whatever it wants to do. For all I know,
No,
it's
you
probably
do.
run off with someone will appear and it's going to turn up with weird, like, disappearing, reappearing wolf babies or something.
What?
It only lasts so long and then it disappears of its own, like, magic accord. The wolf I summoned.
Okay.
So I just set it loose to do whatever wolves do in the wild.
Which in this case will probably be mate with another wolf.
Valid.
So Anna's looking around. So this is the famous alpha base that I've heard so much about.
Yeah.
You know, I've never
popularised.
actually been here once. Never before.
Has anybody ever been here before apart from them, obviously?
No, one or two, but I never sort of valued it myself. I never thought it was an important place to be.
I'd like to do an insight check on that, please.
Alright?
If I can. Oh, I'm gonna have to use my Castle Shroud dice.
Are they cursed dice?
Oh, natural 20. No, quite the opposite.
Okay. But she is,
By 26.
from what you can tell, she is being genuine in that she's never been here before, because she is looking around with interest. The comments about not considering it worth her time and stuff, she's saying that as an insult to just try and get under your skin. She's very attentively taking in details of the buildings
I don't
where
think
things
we
are.
should let her go. I think she's gonna come back and destroy stuff.
Can we blindfold her somehow?
I didn't want to bring her back here. Everyone else did.
I didn't want even to bring her back. I just wanted to kill her. It's different.
Well, after we
Yeah.
decided to keep her as a prisoner, I said, "Shall we find somewhere else to keep her?" And everyone else said, "No."
And Kashan wanted a princess.
And Kashan just wanted a dwarf princess in his life.
No, Kashan wanted a boat. It's different.
Maybe you're going to trade the princess for a boat. Did you think about that?
You are giving Kashan way too much credit.
Yes, adventurer. So, who's going to bring Anna into the courtyard?
Kashan is carrying her.
Can we blindfold her first before she sees anything else?
I'm in a rug, I can't actually see anything. Technically.
What do you mean by technically?
Nothing, I'm not lying.
I mean, we can actually blind her, if that helps.
You, my friend, are dark as fuck.
I approve.
That's not bad.
Have you seen the horn? Just in case?
Yeah, but that's like under the bed dark.
Like that. I don't know where's your bed, but my bed wasn't dark.
You ever looked under the bed? It's dark as fuck under the bed.
That's where the monsters live.
That's where Barack
Okay.
is born, I think.
Okay,
As a
so
proof man.
Torton just sort of like gets out, just runs over to the forge, grabs a stack, and just throws over her head.
This works.
Not
Yeah.
for me.
Oh, I'm very sorry. Why aren't we thinking about being more accommodating to the prisoner?
Yes, being
think she wants a
being
snack?
accommodating to the prisoner is very, very important in building a society.
Sorry.
Do you think she would snack. Is she hungry? Are you hungry?
My God.
Yes, I could really do with a hot dog right about now.
No, so I'm all out of those. Sorry.
No, that's no porridge. You can just kill one of the wolves and I'll eat one of them.
Absolutely not. You're a monster. I don't like you.
Again, we can still blind her.
I don't think we should literally blind her.
Ooh, ooh, ooh,
Look,
ooh.
let's
Look.
keep the blinding on the back pocket for now, maybe. Let's just...
Oh, I've got an idea. Maybe we could get a branding iron from over here and we can burn her mouth shut.
I like it.
Hadwin?
No.
Hadwin?
Yes?
Stop spending time with Baracus.
Okay, bye-bye.
I'm gonna get some nails.
No! What for?
You never know.
I am curious. at
We can
least.
put the nails in the grenades, and so when the grenade explodes, it shoots out nails and shrapnel.
No.
That's clever.
That's criminal at best.
You're still
Several.
killing people. Doesn't matter how you're killing it. You're still killing it.
It matters how you do it. Oh,
Yes.
Speaking of items, okay, so can we do a brief rewind for Kashan, and can you please investigate the cloak you got from the dream?
oh yeah, I can do that. I mean,
We'll guidance you.
honestly, at this point, I was just accepting that it happened.
Right,
As soon as the axe talks to me.
So basically, in one of Kashan's latest dreams, and this is like 3 dreams ago, he woke up with a leather cloak, and he just accepted it. He hasn't investigated it or anything.
Yes.
Oh
yes.
no, I know exactly what this cloak is about.
Valid.
Oh no. Guidance on you though.
I got an 18.
Okay.
With plus a d4.
Okay.
22.
So this you can immediately see that this cloak is made up of the wing of the bat that you killed, to the point that you can actually see some of the cuts that you made in the wing, which have then been stitched back together with like leather straps. So if you want to add the cloak of the bat to your inventory,
That's not how I use D&D Beyond at all. What do you mean it's not already in my inventory? Look at that.
oh really, darling? Pray tell, how exactly do you use it? And just remember, size doesn't matter. Well, it does, but still.
Well, let's say that his is quite heavy.
Is that so, darling? How about yours?
Rather not answer.
Oh, don't worry, darling. Whenever I get the gag out, you won't have to talk at all. Ta-ra! Okay, so are the rest of you joining them in the courtyard?
Yeah. I'm gonna send Procnoris on the top of the roof again. For later.
As you go through the out of the door into the courtyard, you just hear Ragnar just go, "The duck's looking at me weird."
That's not the worst thing.
You better not look back before he eats you.
Don't worry, darling, I'll protect you. Charlotte, are you joining them?
I shall join.
Okay, so there seems to be some sort of competition going on between Stig, Scott, and Malin and they're basically just having like an archery competition.
Ooh.
Onyx.
I cast catapult on a giant stone.
I want to play too.
Also,
That's all fine.
before you get involved, may I suggest that we place bets?
Sure.
I cast catapult on a rock.
Okay. Are you throwing this rock at anything in particular?
The target.
Okay. So far, the odds, the betting pool is 35 gold for Master Birch, for Lord Birch to emerge victorious.
It's a lot of money.
Minimum buy-in is 5 gold.
Okay, that's not too bad.
Am I allowed to join this competition?
Of course.
No. I no.
Do it.
I don't have a bow anymore. I only have a crossbow. That's kind of cheating, right?
I only have a
Not at all.
catapult spell, so.
Not at all, sir.
Is Onyx getting involved?
Do it.
Trin, are you getting involved?
Where's Trin?
Has she gone away?
Charlotte, go find her.
Frank.
Sorry,
go
my
find
mic
her.
was muted, I realised.
Absolute idiot. God.
I'm very good at this whole knowing where my mics are.
So yeah,
Yes.
are you getting
Okay.
involved, Charlotte?
Then I'm gonna put my money on Onyx.
God.
I have faith.
Wait, quick reminder, what am I getting involved with?
An archery
Archery
competition.
competition
Oh, yeah, sure.
against Scott.
Against Scott, Stick, and Malin.
That's fine if I lose a few coins, I guess.
Okay. So how much are you putting down, Sean?
I'll put 10 gold down.
10 gold. So the pot is now 45 gold, and so far you are the only person to be betting on Onyx.
I like my odds.
Oh god, why would you... No pressure.
I bet 5 gold on Onyx.
Okay, so it's now up to 50.
Guidance on you as well.
Thanks.
That's cheating. You can't do that.
They didn't say I couldn't do that.
So do.
She just went to a different dealer.
Well, technically speaking, the Lady Malin is using an oath bow, which, should she declare her target her mortal enemy, she will get advantage on all of her strikes.
Yes, you've got to share them with Daddy. They're for you and Daddy to have.
You can use hook as mark on the target.
Got to share them with Daddy. Oh yeah?
That's good damage, though, not accuracy.
Oh.
You have to share with
In
Daddy.
that case, Lady Onyx, I suggest that you take your position.
Matt, just give me some.
Okay. Where should I put my token?
Wherever you prefer.
No, they're for you and Daddy.
Oh my
They're all
god.
for you and Daddy.
So all of them sort of like watch you take position, then nod to you, and then it's just like a basic sort of line of shooting. You basically just get one arrow, and they seem to be so you basically get one arrow each, and they seem to be playing a version of tic-tac-toe. Sort of 3 in a row, or whatever it's called, where you basically have to shoot a target, and so there's 9 targets in a grid, and you have to get 3 in a row.
Noughts and crosses.
3 in a row with them, and
Tic-tac-toe was right.
okay, fair enough. Malin has green arrows. Scott has blue arrows. So black arrows. Stick has blue. Onyx, what color would you like?
Pink.
Sure, I'll go pink.
Yay.
Okay. But I won't make you sort of like roll a lengthy game simply so that it will leave the others hanging. So can I get 3 attack rolls from you, please?
And I have guidance, is that right, Shao?
I'm gonna change that quickly to
Okay.
Is it an ability check or an attack check you're doing?
An attack.
Okay.
Bless. I cast bless on you, so you get a d4.
Thank you.
I know how my spells work. I definitely didn't accidentally say the wrong one.
I also know how they work and definitely didn't roll a d4 anyway.
So yeah, can I get 3 attack rolls from you, please?
Okay.
And if you can give me your result for each one.
Okay, I have the 3 results.
Mm-hmm.
29, 25, and 17. Didn't do too well towards the end.
That's some good job.
Yeah. Malin and Scott got sort of similar results, and Stick was the only one who actually missed a target. But I'll say with those results compared to what they got, you successfully won.
Oh, Scott's not the big dog anymore. Scott's not the big dog in the house. I'm going to be
so
standing
funny
next to a
to
wolf
know
when
he's
I
a
say that
werewolf.
as well. I want to be standing next to a wolf when I say Scott is no longer the big dog in the house.
So the wolf basically just comes over and just sits down so it's like level with you. Just looks at you. It's really
I never said I was the big dog. He thought he was the big dog.
and just looks at you with this really morose look, and then just gives you a singular lick on your nose. You in the box?
Are you stuck in the box?
Okay, so because I don't know if you guys want to divvy the money between you, but you've now gained 50 gold.
Are you stuck? Okay, you can stay there then.
So Scott basically just like nods to everyone and is like, "Oh, good game," and then he turns around and sees Anna and he's like, "Ah, shit."
Surprise!
I don't know what your juice is. Your juice is over
And
there.
then he basically just
Juice is over
stops for a moment and just excuse me one moment. And
there. He's going to try and reshoot his target.
and then he just pulls 3 arrows from his bow and fires all of them at the targets, and surprisingly they all hit. And he's like, "There, that's better. Now."
You made him emasculated on it. You emasculated Scott.
Jason, and so from the wreckage of this of the little boat, Jason sort of sits up and he's covered in puppies. He's like, "Yes."
Jason's in a puppy pile.
And then he looks at Anna and he's like, "Ah, shit."
Surprise?
And comes over and is like, "What the?" And then Pevin goes, "I'm here too." He's like, "Yes. What the F is she doing here?"
Kashaw wanted a princess.
I also figured we could ask some questions.
Oh,
The
she had
fact
a
that
pet
the princess
alpha
is a
wolf
side
as
note.
well. She had a pet alpha werewolf thing.
Scott's like, "Wait, what?"
And the snail guys turned into wolves.
Whoa. One thing at a time. From the beginning. Yep. And Georgeson says, "Yes, I will go get drinks immediately."
1, Kashan wanted a princess. 2,
That
she
is
has
not step 1.
2, she has pet alpha wolves. 3, the snail guys turned into wolves. 4, they wouldn't let me use remove curse on said wolves. And 5, Barrowcast was just going to execute everybody.
The important question is, why the city was on fire?
With everyone.
Bearing in mind that who still has the alpha werewolf head, by the way?
Me.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
Okay, I feel like some important steps are being missed.
Yes, I'm getting that sensation too. At which point George reappears and goes, "Pick your wine, sir." And Scott just takes the goblin and just downs it in one. From the beginning, please.
You should probably get a job, George. Two. I also.
At which point you just all of the other alphas seem to be sort of congregating around you, and they're like, "Is that alpha werewolf head?"
Yes.
Okay, so but do you want to montage past this, or do you want to actually explain what happened to them?
Can someone tell it like Olaf?
Oh God!
Can someone kind of tell me what happened? Because I wasn't there.
I wasn't there for all of it either.
The reason I wanted to ask questions is because no one filled me in to begin with. I just showed up with half HP with an alpha werewolf in my face, like, so bro.
I don't understand why you wanted an explanation. That makes perfect sense to me.
How did it get there? Why is everything on fire? How did it get there?
Well, the fire parts we have to ask the alphas.
Why
It
is
was
there a
already
dwarf?
all on fire. It was already burning when we arrived.
And no fireballs were used to exacerbate that.
Okay. How did it get there?
Okay, so let's go with the montage option.
That's screams.
So
And growling.
here you go, Bubba. Take Daddy's phone. It has less security on it. Here you are, Bubba. So basically, when you arrived at Fina, you arrived to the ruined city that everybody expected, but it was all. But then there were things that had been sort of brought into the area to sort of add additional burning materials to it. So you explored the town a little bit, and enough. So you explored the town a little bit, and Anna and her crew, plus what seemed to be a random guy, made their presence known and effectively ambushed and surrounded you. But after a little bit of debate in which a ship was not mentioned, the Tordum decided to begin the fight, and combat then ensued. But then once the snail guys turned into werewolves and the random guy turned into an alpha werewolf, but the Raven warriors were just shooting from the rooftops, and Anna was just simply observing. Then when the alpha wolf was then killed, she joined the fight and got yeeted and effectively lost the fight.
Fair.
And so Scott's like, hold on a minute. She was in league with the snail guys. And he's like, yes, I picked them up whenever I came back to the Clinging Isles. They've been most useful.
They're also apparently werewolves now.
That feels
Yes,
important.
Yes, I fed them to my alpha wolf. Do you have any idea how hard it was to get that guy from the Sword Coast, by the way?
From where?
The Sword Coast. You know, Waterdeep, never went to Baldur's Gate.
Wouldn't have to have anything to do with your brother by any chance now, would it?
Oh, no, of course not. I definitely didn't get him there to try and get there to infect my brother so that he would infect the rest of the population and have to be put down. No, that definitely wasn't my motivation.
See, that feels a little too specific to be
It feels
alive.
like you're doing. You know that thing. Have any of you read that really cool book called Pirates of the Caribbean where there's that scene where Jack Sparrow lies, and the guys are like, that's so funny. It's too obvious to be to be the truth, and then it's the truth. That's what this feels like.
Yes, I believe it's called the Depp effect.
So, real quick, is your brother infected?
Oh no. Unfortunately, he set sail before I was able to sneak my wolf aboard. Yeah, but the one thing I will say about the people who never went to they're irritatingly efficient.
How dreadful.
I know, right? But I mean, I paid the dock workers good money to delay the ship, and they didn't deliver. I mean, admittedly, I had members of their family killed in advance, but they didn't know that at the time. You know.
You need to work on your personal relations, I think. And
I'll allow you guys to do insight if you want.
I don't feel like I need it. But you know what? 17.
This isn't necessarily her divulging the truth because she's a bad liar or anything. She's deliberately telling you everything for the purposes of manipulating you. Now, she's got that smirk on her face, like, I know something you don't, sort of look about her.
So I like this one less and less.
Me as well. Exactly why is she still alive? I have to admit, her death would solve a lot of problems for us.
Sorry, guys.
And Scott
Just
just,
like you
Scott
got
just
throat
turns
rattles?
to you and is like, oh, you seem to have something stuck in your throat. Maybe it's just a lodgage.
Well, basically, I just said what you just said before on top of the hill. I didn't want to bring it here, or at least alive.
Yes, we can definitely make her less alive. I agree with you wholeheartedly, my horned friend. And he takes a step forward, and Jason actively stops him. And as entertaining as that would be, unfortunately, we do have honourable conduct to consider. Honourable conduct, my ass. No, Scott. Think about it. We interrogate her. We find out what she knows. And in all honesty, she seems quite happy to tell us. And bring her before her father, and then we are the people who brought a renegade warlord to justice in the eyes of their people. That does kind of work in our favour, doesn't it?
I smile at Baracus.
So this is leverage. You wanna use it as a leverage.
That's what I said.
No, you didn't say that.
And information.
Specifically, information.
What's the part of the information then?
Cleric and Ranger, do you want to get in on this?
Who's all for the execution?
Yeah.
Well, unfortunately for all of you lot, I outrank all of you, so I'm pulling veto. She stays alive, for now.
Well, that feels like the smart decision.
Can I stick a grenade down her throat?
No,
God, have it.
please stop spending time with Baracus.
So at that point, Arnvid then says, alright, you heard the man. Throw her in the supply room. There's nothing in there that she can use to... Oh, yeah, stop it. There's nothing she can use in there to hurt anybody with. And then Pelham's like, but I want to tie her to the mast.
The mast seems like the more appropriate option.
All right, fine. But in that case, you guys are watching them.
That's fine. I'll take first watch.
Ooh.
Somebody's buddying with Baracus.
I have a brilliant idea.
No. What is it?
Well, if she's got tired at the most, well, it depends. Mm, are we spending the night here? Are we resting? Because I need to rest. Like, I'm very exhausted.
Yes,
right
we
now.
need a rest.
What is going on?
Frank is currently enjoying the fact
Oh,
that
the pirate friends.
Honestly, that's like the worst torture. Fair enough.
yeah, honestly, I feel like she'll actually just actively talk tomorrow. Like, it's not even going to be... it's going to be a situation of, like, please, never let me go through that again. Kill me now and I will tell you everything.
Alright then. So it's round about. It's getting to sort of like afternoon now. It's still like daytime, but do you guys want to rest or do you have anything else you want to do?
I'm going to spend a little bit of time with my cloak before I rest.
Alright. I will allow you guys to sort of take on a reflection period of everything that's happened if you want. See if there's anything that you missed.
I
Come
would
again?
like that.
You guys can basically do a history check if you want to sort of reflect on anything that's happened in the event that you like come up with anything that you may have missed.
I mean, there was the bit where the village went been set on fire.
Yeah, why are they rebuilding the village? That was...
Because, well, Hannah says that the actual alphas set her on fire the first time.
Yeah, so they set it on fire because the room was full of werewolves, but why was Anna setting on fire?
But this is not like how the alphas do things. They surely don't set.
They said that it wasn't an easy decision to make, but I thought you'd be doing it fine because every single person there was...
Yeah, Armvid's alphas did actually admit that it was them, and they did it for the reasons of their duty. But Anna basically went there thinking that she could expose something with the alphas, but yes, you don't know why she was resetting the village on fire afterwards. Stop it. I mean, she is still there if you want to ask questions and stuff. Oh, stop it.
Well, if she is still there, why not asking the question then?
Okay, so who wants to ask her?
I'll ask her.
Okay.
And I'll bring the werewolf head with me.
Okay, so at that point, the alphas have properly sort of set her up, and she's being guarded by Captain Seaman Franks.
Ew.
Poor tortured soul.
Ah, Tiefling. I was hoping I'd get a chance to talk to you.
A chance.
I only need one.
Of course you don't. What do you want?
Yeah, you came to me. What do you want?
Oh, you say you want to talk to me.
Well, I enjoy your company.
Mm-hmm.
You have a certain primalness about you.
Oh. Well, there were a few things in our minds that we're trying to make puzzle out of it. Which is, we know the shablam of the village being set on fire by the alphas, yada yada yada, what was really, but why did you actually set on fire again?
I figured it would be an interesting way to get your attention. I mean, admittedly, I was hoping for all of you, but in hindsight, I can see that having all of you would have most definitely resulted in my defeat, whereas just you lot, or the other alphas, the odds were slightly more in my favour. But don't worry, assuming that I survive this, I will endeavour to make sure that the next trap I set for you will be far more deadly.
Oh, trust me, the way that you're gonna get out from the must is either gonna be on one leg or no legs. There is no way for you to do something out of just walk and do and get to your father, finally, according to the alphas.
Oh, don't worry. I've survived far worse than you lot, and I'll most definitely survive this. Not to worry. We will see each other again, and rest assured, my efforts to kill you will be immense.
Ooh, I like the fire.
But yes, in answer to your question, I was sending up a smoke signal for you to come and investigate.
Investigate what?
Well, the fact that a town that was supposed to be burnt down to the ground was on fire yet again. Sort of investigative thing that people would do, wouldn't you say?
Yes, but I'm sure there's more than just trying to bring the alphas and kill them all in a burning village. I'm more than sure that you're more than clever than that. So there's something underneath that you don't tell us.
Well, why didn't you enlighten me? Tell me what you think, and if you're correct, I won't kill you whenever we next meet. I'll kill everyone else, just not you.
I've run out of spells. Alright, let me think.
Okay, so while he's thinking, what the rest of you do?
I'm spending some time getting a few to my throat.
Okay. Charlotte, what are you doing?
I'd like to talk just with like anyone in our little group about the snail guys and like trying to piece together what we've just been told.
Okay, so what specifically would you like to discuss?
Oh, that's not how you spell that word. There we go. We have met these guys over and over again. And we learned something, I don't know when, but it's just in my little note for these guys, that whoever, that they're like, there's a prison thing and there's an overriding of the original form of the person, who then are Goliaths, and that we've freed the souls because we've spoken to them. And they mentioned something with lots of eyes. And there's like a communal soul hostage. And Anna has brought these guys in. I'm just trying to figure out the links and see if I've missed anything.
Okay, you have, but you've missed something along the lines. You may have missed session or something, but you've established that there is a beholder, who is basically creating soul clones of this Goliath that he's holding hostage. And
so how did they become werewolves?
Must be infected. Anna did it.
I fed them to my alpha wolf. I did say that.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's just these specific clones that were infected?
Yes, just those very specific guys. If there's more of them, I'd like to know
Yeah,
so I can infect them again. It was very useful.
Well, she infected everybody with the alpha wolf, right?
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, cool. That answers my question. I just wanted to make sure that I was clear on my notes there.
Okay, but yes, but basically there was a quest line which you guys can take basically at any point where you can investigate the guy who's being held hostage. But that quest line is in De Winter. It's basically just like sitting in your quest log for you to investigate or for you to assign somebody else to investigate. But that's basically something that you can do.
Do we know they're in Dewey? How do we know they're in Dewey?
Well, you know that the guy who is being copied was kidnapped from De Winter.
Oh, okay.
So it's like sort of step one of the investigation, as it were.
Okay.
But you
And
guys
who's making copies of him?
The Beholder.
A beholder. Okay.
Yeah, so but Scott basically told you the story of a beholder who was worried about manpower shortages during war and developed a system where you could take somebody who is like a physical specimen and then convert other people to that, and then they fight the war for you. But that person then got out of hand and was imprisoned in Escaroth. And at this point, assumptions are starting to be made, but if it's him, then he's the one who escaped and is now doing all of this. And then, sort of like part two to this, whatever power this is, Murad also seems to have access to it.
Okay.
Because he converted just 4 random passers-bys into snail guys during your fight with him.
Right. Okie dokie.
But what this basically means is that that snail guys are literally all over the world at this point. Because the Sword Coast is basically a 3-week voyage from where you guys are. And for the snail guys to be appearing in Waterdeep and Neverwinter, that sort of area, then the influence of this is very widespread.
We should be worried about that.
So, Onyx, what are you doing?
Honestly, I have no idea.
You're just chilling out with the wolf puppies.
Pretty much, yeah. Got nothing important to say at this point.
Wolf puppies.
Attack!
Yes. Living the best life. Oh god. Frank, no. I'm sorry, but no.
I'm not Frank, I'm a puppy. Rub my belly.
That is. Of course.
Why don't you ask the shield person that's on the boat currently? I'm sure she would love to.
Ugh, fine.
I'm sorry, Frank.
Don't apologise to him.
Don't be rude.
He knows better.
So, over the sort of like the course of you guys resting and evening turning to night, you have put your dinner, which I had actually picked out of this new Lord of the Rings recipe book, which Natalie got me.
Hey.
Nice.
Oh, cute.
Okay, so you've basically had lamb skewers with spinach and potato cakes.
That sounds fantastic, actually.
But very much barbecued over an open fire sort of thing.
Oh,
And but it is very much the thing that they specifically got this for you guys. When they found out that you were going on this quest to effectively fix their problem, they sort of put something special for you guys together.
oh.
That lamb is very much a delicacy, not necessarily just because it's lamb, but very much more so here. So this is a very specialist feast they put on for you.
Those cuties.
And so after dinner and stuff, if you guys all want to congregate around here.
I've lost myself. Where am I?
I'm the
Where
bottom.
am I?
I'm the
Oh, there
bottom.
I am. Do-do-do. I'm on my way, guys. Do-do-do.
So Jason and Stick are also present, but to a lesser extent. Scott is very much holding court here, and so you spend a few moments in sort of like contemplative silence, and then Nace just sort of stands up and is like, "I know you haven't exactly been alphas for long, but I want to make something perfectly clear. When we knew this emergency was on our hands, we put out a call for aid, and nobody responded. Nobody except all of you. So for that, I thank you. I know I haven't been the most attentive of alpha mentors, but despite my absence, you have proven yourselves more than capable. And so for that, I salute you all." And he turns to Sparrowcast. "You've completed your alpha trial, and I'll also say you've completed it in what might be record timing."
Record timing. Did you hear that, guys? Record timing. Just saying.
So,
Alright, calm down.
and so with that, I ask you one last time. Do you wish to join the alphas?
What would happen if I said no?
You don't join the alphas. But I will say,
Also,
if you decide not to join, the offer will not be made to you again.
I think I'm gonna take the offer for now.
Good. If you would like to go with our druid friend, he will get you properly equipped. Can I
Sure.
get a perception check from you, please?
Oh my god. Can't really see much. It's a 13.
Okay. So it takes you a while to notice that this 7-foot tall Goliath is just standing over you, like in this really threatening pose, and he just says, "Come with me." No.
Sure. So the first time that big tall guy asked me to come with him,
Well, don't worry. I'll have you on your back in a moment.
back, front, I'm all yours.
Okay, so he basically just sort of sits you on the chair, and he pulls out what effectively looks to be like a needle-sized chisel and a little hammer, and he's then got this like little pot of black powder, and you basically recognize this as tattoo utensils.
Yeah.
Where would you like your alpha mark?
The base of the neck.
Okay. So he sets you aside, gets this chisel, and gently starts tapping this tattoo ink into your neck to draw out.
No, not penis, please.
To draw that out to you.
Yeah.
Okay. So, once he draws it out, and this only takes like half an hour or so, he then does various incantations on it, put in a very ancient language. Can you speak primordial?
No.
Okay. So he does these incantations in primordial, and now if you would like to, if you go into your add inventory and type in your name, Barakas.
Wait, what?
If you go into so where you go into your inventory and you add new items.
Uh-huh.
If you type in your name, it should come up with Barakas Alpha Mark.
Hmm.
Do you want me to do it for you?
Maybe I'm typing my name wrong.
It's possible I've spelled it wrong, bear with me. Barakas Alpha Mark to equipment. Equip. Okay, if you'd like to refresh your page.
Alright. Uh-huh.
Okay, and then if you go to your spells, you now have your second level spell.
Okay. Nice.
Okay, so that's once per long rest.
Long rest. Got it. Thank you.
So if you want, do you want to tell everybody what spell you have?
Does it really matter? Just a spell.
Don't judge me.
Do I even want to know?
Alright guys, it's just a whole person spell. Come on, it's nothing special.
That's pretty useful.
It is, because I can block up to 3 people, 3 humanoids. So it might be very interesting to use if someone wants to run away.
like me, you mean?
She won't go that far with one leg.
So when you basically return to this campsite, Scotland says, now that you have joined our ranks, it's customary that I would allow you to raid, to basically take your pick of a tool or magical item, as this all can attest. But unfortunately, our resources are a bit limited. And so, to be honest, you've caught us somewhat unprepared. So, instead, and he pulls out from from like a pouch in his belt, I offer you this. He offers you this really small gem that's about the size of a fingernail, and he's holding it between his thumb and forefinger. This should give your spells a little bit of more oomph.
I nod very deeply, almost like a bow.
So bear with me, I left my notebook upstairs, I'll quickly go get it.
Mm-hmm.
What? Got the phone. What's that? Okay, so he gives you. Whenever I can find it. Okay, so if you want to add to your inventory, an iron stone of leadership.
Iron Stone. Oh, spell it. Okay.
Okay, and then if you attune to that should help your spells be slightly more powerful. Consider it.
Yeah.
Consider it your welcoming gift to our ranks.
I nod again very very deeply, almost like a bow, in
Okay.
sign of respect.
Then he turns to the rest of you. So he turns to the rest of you and he says, so I take it, now that there's nothing really left to keep you here, you're going to be heading off to Minas Tirith.
Seems like
Well, before we go to another cities, what are we doing with Anna?
We'll take her before her father. Chances are you guys will need to catch a ship from New Asagarth, so we'll head back with you. If you want to witness what happens there, then you're more than welcome to join. But otherwise, we'll organise passing of the ways here in case something delays us at all. It's important that you guys get back out into the field as quickly as possible. At this point, you guys represent the only force that we have fighting against the Escarothi crisis. So it's important we get you back out there as quickly as possible.
fighting force.
Question. How you meant to get there? Because currently they've blocked all access to the island.
Sorry, one sec. I need to take chocolate off of my daughter.
Give the child chocolate.
Okay, so I'll allow you to do a history check, because this has been discussed quite a few times.
Alright, it might be obvious, my brain is just not working. Okay.
So what did you get?
Did you say history?
Yeah. History, insight, whichever's stronger.
I'll go insight because it's +6 instead of +5, so that's 24.
Okay. So you are right that the borders are closed, which is why you've come to New Asagarth, because the Vikings are more likely to be able to sneak you into Minas Tirith as opposed to like anybody else who would need to go a more official route.
Mommy.
And then Scott says, if only you had your own ship, this wouldn't be a problem.
Is there anywhere we can buy a ship?
Well, we've got Anna's ship.
Stop rubbing it in, Scott.
No, seriously, we got Anna's ship. She doesn't. She's not gonna use it anyway.
You need to find it first, she calls from where she is.
Where is it?
No, I'm not telling. It's the only thing that's keeping me alive right now.
Sure.
How are you enjoying your company?
There's a lot of testosterone flying around. There's a lot of pent up rage I'm finding here. These people have clearly been at sea for a long time.
Yeah, you're thinking of the wrong kind of seaman.
So,
How about I get rid of the testosterone around you, and you tell us where that ship is?
I'll hold on to it for now, only because I want to see you beg.
Oh, princess.
You
I
are
don't
the
want
one
that shit back.
gonna begging in a minute.
Alright, fine. I'm out. I'll leave it to Baracus now.
Do I have white paper? Is this what you're telling me?
I'm just saying I'm no longer involved. I'm gonna get some rest.
Oh, wait. I mean, I'm an alpha now. I should behave.
I'm going to hopefully not randomly turn into a bat.
So Scott's like, excuse me, I'm trying to have a very solemn moment with you guys here.
Oh. It was for dramatic effect. You couldn't,
No, it's fine. I had gifts to give all of you, but if you're just going to walk off and hurt my feelings, I won't get emotionally attached to you.
Tell me your feelings are worth more than the effect that just would have had if you didn't start crying out.
Okay, fine, you get me there. But still, this is an important conversation that this campaign has been building up to for quite a while. So,
Into my notes again.
Very well.
So, you indicates Morella. But you've been studying up on the zombie threat, I assume.
Yes.
Okay, I'll have this one. That should give you some understanding of what it is you'll be facing. But make no mistake, knowledge or not, you guys are going to be in the fight for your life here. A vampiric incursion is nothing to laugh about, let alone adding a zombie apocalypse on top of that. And so, he sort of pulls out this box from under his chair and sort of kicks it open with his foot. And in between his fingers, he pulls out these 3 corked bottles that are just filled with what looks like water. Stop it! And he just holds them out to you, Marilla. And these 3 small round bottles with corks in them. They don't seem to have a label on them.
Can I ask what they are?
Holy water.
Holy water.
Trust me.
Thank you.
In a vampiric environment, they're worth 10 times their weight in gold. If you can learn how to make these, do it. You'll need them, believe me.
Right, how do you craft holy water?
I'll figure that out tonight. I'll spend a bit of time.
I'm going to go out on a limb and assume it doesn't involve sacrificing a cleric in the river or something, right?
I
No.
don't think that's how that works.
As entertaining as I'm sure that would be, unfortunately not.
That's good. I like our cleric.
I like me as well.
And for you, Kashan, he reaches into the box and he pulls out 3 more bottles, pretty much in the same fashion, except theirs is filled with sort of like a more viscous black liquid.
Well, I've seen my blood and it isn't that.
Oil of sharpness.
Ooh, fancy.
Well, color me intrigued.
Okay, so he hands them over to you, and then just as you're about to take them, he sort of brings his hand back and says, remember, it's better to use them and waste them than to need them and have not applied them.
I'll keep that in mind.
Yeah, then he hands them over to you.
AKA, do not forget to hit.
And he says to Torden, your magic is going to be one of the most valuable assets that you're going to be facing in the weeks to come. You have a particular spell that will be absolutely critical to your survival. And from the box, he pulls out a necklace of what looks to be crystal beads. You will need one of these every time you cast that spell. He hands them over. Torden seems to have like an immediate understanding of what these represent.
Is that remove curse by any chance?
No, but a much more useful spell, which I'll be able to tell you whenever D&D Beyond stops buffering.
Update you,
What's
buff rate.
beyond?
Where is it? Learman's tiny hut, which needs a
Cool.
small crystal bead in order to be cast.
Cool.
Nice.
Effectively, what it does is that it creates a dome of force that basically shelters you for 8
From
hours.
outside,
So
outside solar cities.
yeah,
In order
so
to get a long rest. Yeah.
yeah, so basically, it gives you a shelter to do a long rest in. And then he turns to Onyx. What is that? When I made the call for you, you answered specifically when nobody else would, and you journeyed across lands that came away from things that were equally as important, and yet you came without hesitation. I've never truly thanked you for that.
There's no thanks needed. One would do, surely.
Well, nonetheless, and then from his belt, as opposed to the box, he holds up with both hands a sword in its scabbard.
Okay.
And he holds out to you.
I'll hesitantly take it. Like, I'll give him a look of, are you sure? Before, like, full on, like, taking it, sort of thing.
Okay. He's basically just giving you this blank look, like he's just waiting for you to take it.
Okay. Then, yeah, I'll take it and, like, bow a little. And, like,
Okay.
respect. Because, bro.
So, if you would like to add a dancing scimitar.
Ooh. Oh, whoa, okay. I have added it. Oh,
Dancing Cena.
I'm glad I'm not the only one who was thinking of that.
oh, I love it. Oh my god, this
What is it? Can you tell us?
Have you heard Trip Giddy before?
It's a very nice scimitar. It's got some fancy tricks up its sleeve. That's all I'm gonna say.
Oh, it's exciting.
Oh
Okay.
my god! Why does he have this? That's my question. Where the hell did he get this?
I'll be honest. I improvised with what these guys had on hand, but
Got things.
if I thought about this in advance, I would have had access to more stuff. But unfortunately, I didn't.
Got stuff, got things.
I'll allow you to do insight or history, whichever's stronger for you.
Oh, okay. What's history? I think that'll be an insight from me. Wow.
Not the history buff thing.
Please, I have my character sheet. That's a 16.
Okay, well, Tordon got a 22. But you recall a conversation that you had quite a while ago. It was effectively when you got your first kid. And Scott basically says, well, the Alphas basically told you that the Alphas have loads and loads of cool things, but they don't have much money. And then when you guys met Far Team Armistice, they have basic stuff, but they have loads of money.
Oh.
So, Scott's okay, fine. So Scott basically explained that while it's cool at this point, if for whatever reason these bits of equipment get lost, then they're lost for good. There's not really any way of getting them back. Or like when you spend all of like magical ammunition, it's gone. Like, basically what the alphas have now is all there is. It's really good stuff, but it's all there is.
Well, I must say, they do have very cool stuff. Bless you.
Thank you.
So, for those of you who need to attune to your items, I'll let you attune to them over the course of this long rest.
Yes, thank you.
So during the long rest, sort of before you go to sleep on, Scott sort of approaches you in a more private capacity, and basically says, "Now, from what our scouts have been able to determine, Minas Epidas, or a big chunk of it, has been converted into a vampiric wasteland.
Fun.
Sounds a bit like a dream we've been having.
However, the land itself hasn't actually changed, just its appearance. So from what we can tell, you as a ranger who is trained in grassland and mountain regions, you should still be able to act as you were. So they'll be relying on your capability to navigate more than anything else.
I'll certainly give it all my all.
Now, I know you haven't had much contact with your former colleagues since you joined the Alphas, but I do want you to know that there is a Greenleaf Battalion in Minas Epidas.
Ooh, hang on a minute. Let me. Yeah. I'll just fucking do it.
Sorry, there is a what?
I can't spell that place for the life of me, but I'll just write roughly. Okay, got it. Thank you.
So, I don't know what their attitudes to you will be now, but you should have allies in that area at least.
Well, I'll certainly see if I can pay him a visit. They might know some things to give us an update at least.
But just remember, your allegiance is to the Alphas now, more so than with them. So if there are any contradictions in ideology or orders, I hope you know where you're expected to stand.
Of course. I'm dreaming of going against it.
Well, in that case, Tori Asset, have a good night then.
Yes, same for you.
Okay, so if all of you want to apply your long rest,
It's very much needed.
How do I apply IRL?
what was that?
I said, how do I apply one IRL?
Oh, dude, same.
It's the heat, man. I just can't. It doesn't work for us. I'm always warm. I got a new quilt thinking that it would help. It's only a 4.5 ton quilt, and it's still too freaking warm. I might just need to get a new sheet at this point.
Honestly, my work is hell because our aircon by the bar where we make all the drinks is broken.
Oh, you bristle.
Guys, at least you don't work in the kitchen, so do not complain, please.
That is
I'm a barista.
true.
I'm a barista by a coffee machine for 10 hours a day.
Don't worry, darling, I'll hose you down.
Oh, no, thank you, I'm good.
Suddenly, torture doesn't sound that bad.
You know what? I don't mind being a bit too warm. I'll take it.
Suddenly, I'm more okay with it.
Okay, so you guys all lay down to sleep for your long rest. And can I get Constitution saving throws from each of you, please?
Oh no.
No.
Everything was going so well.
Oh, 14.
I'm Connor's.
Also, quick question: would it be funny if I prepared the spell animate dead?
Please don't.
That isn't how animated a vampire gets.
How does it? Yeah, I think it'd be fine, right?
That's my job, okay? Thank you very much.
28, my concept.
Onyx?
13. Feeling really.
Charlotte?
I guess.
14 from me.
Barracas?
A very solid 9.
Doing really good, guys.
Guys, I'll let you know what's gonna happen.
Okay.
Instead of achieving your dreams, you all have a very restful night's sleep. With the exception of Barracas, who wakes up in the middle of the night because Frank's teabagging him.
Wow.
Thanks.
Plot twist.
Whoa. I suddenly feel bad for Burks.
But surprisingly, you don't have any of your Ravenloft dreams.
Oh, crazy.
Concerning.
Okay, so you wake up next morning, strangely refreshed, but you note that for the first time in like about 2 weeks, you haven't had any dreams or woken up with anything in bed with you, bar Frank. And it's well received for some of you because it means that you, for the first time in a while, you've slept, but it's very sudden. Like you haven't had any warning that this was going to not happen, and as a result, it's left you a bit weirded out.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm sweating already.
I breathe the biggest sigh of relief that something hasn't attacked, exploded, generally tried to molest.
At which point you hear the door slam open, Padman goes, "Run away, run away, run away, run away, run away!" And then out the other door again.
Well, is that it was either he saying run away because he was actually running away, or he suggesting something?
I am uncertain.
Are you going to do anything to investigate this?
Yeah, probably.
Nice.
I'm gonna go and find out where he was running away from.
Okay. Can I get a dexterity saving throw from you, please?
Sure. You gotta ask me twice. Ask me again?
That good, huh?
That's a 6.
Oh, wow.
Okay,
Feeling very dexterous.
so you get past the table to about here when a grenade goes off at your feet.
Oh my
I
god.
fucking knew
no.
it.
I
I
had a
have-
feeling.
Beat awake.
And you
12
take
seconds.
and you
And I
take
just said.
and you take 15 fire damage, which I'll lay you round down to 7 because you're resistant.
Just said something that exploded.
There's never a dull moment, huh?
It is like it is on cue. Padwin!
Uh-oh. Run away, run away, run away, run away, run away.
Padwin!
Save me, puppies. Save me.
No.
Hello.
Well, I guess the place is an alarm clock, I guess.
Hello.
I'm going to take him. I'm going to try and smite and I'm going to hang him from a palisade.
No! Aw.
Not like death hang.
Okay, I
Well,
was
he's-
gonna say.
I'm not killing Padwin. But I am binding his paws. And I am tangling him from a palisade.
Wait, weren't he just like shapeshift to like a snake or something?
As
To
long
just
as you
get
don't
out
give
of
him the idea yet, no.
it?
Okay.
Have you met Padwin who think it's a game?
True.
That's what's happening.
Anyways.
I have ticked off one of my giant knights for this love night.
Okay. And Padman turns into this.
That is fine. I tie. I continue to tie the things he changes into until he stops changing into something and thinks about what he's done.
What did I do?
I can spend my. I've got time this morning.
So the entire sort of like area has just gone into full red alert with the explosion. Everybody is like taking up positions, jumping on rooftops, and Armvid just runs over to you guys and is like, "Guard the prisoner!"
It was Padwin.
So George goes in, and then comes back out. I'm afraid you're going to have something of a problem with leaks in future, sir.
Ah, George, I do admire your candor.
Is anybody going to do anything about this?
I can't do anything about it.
Have we told them what the source was of the plate explosion?
I thought it was Padwin.
So Scott comes running over, like sword in hand. He was like, "What happened?"
Padwin.
Was it? Why are you crucifying my child?
Padwin, would you like to explain?
I was playing Runaway.
What were you playing Runaway from?
The thing.
What thing?
The thing.
You know what it's called?
Mm.
Padwin.
Can I either get persuasion or intimidation from you, please?
It's definitely intimidation.
Oh.
And I'll feel bad about it tomorrow. But right now, it's a natural 20 persuasion. And I have +6, so it's 26.
You intimidate him so much that he transforms back into a cat.
Oh.
What have you done?
This is for the good of the future.
I'm sorry.
Then I will let you down.
Yay! Can I go play with grenades again, Daddy?
No. Scott, keep him away from grenades. Why is that something I've had to say out loud?
And technically, I was the one who said it first. So. Well, it looks like we're going to be a bit delayed with heading off to New Asagarth, so do you want to stay here and help, or do you want to head off ahead of us?
Sure, we should help.
We should wash our hands. We've done what we need to do, so let's follow our path.
I think we should probably all take some responsibility for it.
I was gonna say, this wouldn't have happened if it weren't for us arriving here. Realistically.
Yeah, but did we choose to arrive here?
Kind of.
Nah.
I mean, I'll be honest. Somehow you ended up along for the ride. The rest of us was somewhat a choice.
Yeah.
Fair enough. I take that.
It was mostly a decision. Slightly guided.
Okay, so you spend the next sort of few hours helping secure the base and then sort of repair the main building, which has now got this massive explosion hole in the middle of it. So this is basically going to be a group skill check. So So if you guys basically, each of you want to pick a skill that you're going to use to help with either securing the base or repairing the building, and so can basically tell me how you're going to use that skill to help, and that then goes into a pool to see if you're able to successfully pull off the task.
Okay. What would be the like? I'm gonna go with athletics in. It's athletics. Yeah, I'm gonna say it's athletics in an attempt to try and like sort of repair some of the damage from the grenade.
Okay, so can I get an athletics check, please?
Yeah, you can. 17.
Alright. 17. Okay, Morella, what are you going to do?
What did you just do? Sorry.
Athletics to try and help repair things.
Athletics. I will.
Yeah, you will.
Yeah, I'm gonna do, that thing really good.
Less.
I was thinking that, or maybe I shouldn't do nature. Oh God, I'm looking at skills, not knowing what'll help.
I'll come back to you. McKelly, what would you like to do?
I'm gonna use survival to help out the restoring the building themselves.
Okay, survival check, please.
21.
21.
Lovely. Onyx, what are you going to do?
I guess I could do like sleep perception, unless that's what you're planning on doing, Shal.
No, you do percept. I was gonna do either nature to I don't really know how.
I honestly kind of expected more of a religion to maybe try to bless it. Make it less blow off.
Maybe, yeah. Yeah, you do what you want, John.
Then yeah, I'll do perception to if I notice anything going wrong, if something's gonna fall on someone's head or something, or someone's gonna stand on a nail and stuff like that. Basically, just to make sure if I see any issues, to make sure that they get solved before it's gonna cause a problem.
Okay. It's on Rangers supervisor.
Basically. Don't want rusty nails going through any shoes, do we?
Which ironically brings us round to our sponsor, Nail-Proof Shoes.
Great.
Sorry.
What did you get?
That is... Ooh, 25.
Lovely.
Nice.
So Tordum will go over to Anna to ensure that she's not making any attempt to escape, and will use and she'll basically just simply make her presence known by making her hands just glow, as well, just indicating to her that she's ready to cast a spell at any moment. She got 18 in that. And so, Charlotte, you're last.
I shall religion and sort of good vibes the place, and
you go over to Powderman and you give him a lesson in morality.
Yeah, I kind of just want to
Like
make sure,
sway the
like,
Padwind out of the.
I kind of want to get like an epitome of joy and hope down throughout the place, and protection.
But, Auntie, the Bible says that he who hath the grenade have 9/10 of the law.
I don't know that is how. You talk about Padwind.
What did you get, Charlotte?
I can't read. 15. We said just 10, and I was like, I have more to religion than that.
Okay, so with that, you guys completely trounce the requirements for this. So so in just like a matter of hours, you're able to secure the camp and fix the hole in the roof and the damage to the walls and everything. So with that, if you guys want to each give yourself 200 XP points.
Hey,
We should really start repairing places more often, guys. Just letting you know.
Right? This is great.
Considering how
Think
much
of
damage
all
we
the
do.
damage we've caused. Can we do another campaign, like, following the events of what this group does, and it's just us clearing it up,
Just a
and that's how we get
section.
XP? We just been
Just
like,
a section of handymen that follow the alpha trail.
yeah,
More than
like
a
a,
handyman, he's a firefighter.
like
Well-
power wash simulator, but it's just us cleaning up places.
Oh no, Charlotte, you're
It's being
powerful.
Bob
But the weird thing is
You're all
that,
being frank.
Well, the weird thing is that the books that I wrote are about the alphas, and then Natalie wrote a series of books about exactly that, a group of people who clean up after the alphas, and they're called the betas. So- and she went really in depth with it, but she kept them on one of her old computers, so I don't have immediate access to it, which is annoying.
That is hilarious, and I love it.
Okay, so now that you've done that, it's sort of like mid-morning at this point. Do you guys now want to head out with Anna in tow, or do you want to linger just a little bit longer?
I think we're good to head out.
Is Anna still there, right? I mean,
Yep, told him, made sure she didn't escape.
yeah, good to go.
Same.
Alright then. So you guys all put hitch up and everything. Are you taking Baldwin with you?
We should.
Picking who?
A horse.
Oh,
We should ask, like, Scott to keep an eye on him. We should ask George to keep an eye on him.
But technically speaking, Baldwin is Mariela's horse, so she gets the last say in it.
You know, if we can get him on I'm carrying so much horse food with me, guys. that if I, Cox, I can't run. I'm carrying that much horse food, please.
Okay, I guess we're gonna take a horse with us.
Can I start, how much horse food do you think the horse had? Do you think the horse has eaten 10 pounds of horse food yet?
Yes, I would say yes.
Cool.
Hang on,
Guys,
hang
I
on.
want-
Hang on. Let's Google this. How much food does a horse eat?
Okay, even
Okay.
with 90 pounds, I still can't run, but I just won't. We'll just say it's in a cart somewhere.
Okay,
Fine.
so a horse eats 2% of their body weight in dry feed a day. So how much does the horse weigh? What's 2% of 1,000 kilograms?
20. 20.
Uh, 40.
40, sorry, yeah, 10% would be 1% would be 20. That's, yeah.
Okay, so
I realise math is better than I am.
okay, so all in all, he eats about 88 pounds of horse food. So
I'll take off another 10 then. Guys, we're back. We're down to 80 pounds of horse food. I think it's not enough. We might need to buy more.
Yeah,
We'll still have the carrying capacity with it, but it's not the point. The carrying capacity is 210, guys. With this, it gives me 224. We need him to eat more.
Oh,
Let's try not overfeed a horse, please. Like, as much as you need to run, I think having an obese horse is not a good idea.
I think the way that we've done it is like it as if it's just been in a cart. Oh,
What?
sorry, sorry, sorry. Don't mind that.
What's a cart?
It's because I have a Twitch stream on silent in the background for Twitch points, and I clicked onto it, and they're playing Five Nights at Freddy's, and I clicked on right as a jump scare happened. It's why I'm not watching it, and it's why it's on silent.
that is the least enthusiastic scare I've ever heard in my life. You sounded sarcastically scared, but
Matt, I'd like to report I'm being bullied.
oh yes, I approve.
honestly, I don't know what you were expecting from that.
So Scott is basically asking this mainly because, and he then says that if you're going to be smuggled into Minas Epidas, and then
It might be easier to do without a horse.
yeah, and then dealing also with a vampiric wasteland, do you want to have Baldwin with you?
Well, I always want to have all the horses, but
Scott, will you look after Baldwin?
Of course.
George, will you look
You'll
after
feed
Baldwin?
him. Here, have my... Guys, I'm going to be able to run. Have my 80 pounds of horse food.
So,
You have been blessed.
so Scott basically just takes this, and you know, it's like one of those like Looney Tunes back-breaking sort of like loads. And he's like, yep, thank you. We'll put this to good use.
And you'll look after him, and you'll talk to him, and make sure that he's okay. And he likes his nose being brushed at night, and he really likes it when you braid his hair. And he also likes lullabies once a week, because I think he gets nightmares.
Hold on one moment. George? George comes over and is like, I'm at your service.
What did I miss?
And I'm gonna go over to Baldwin, I'm gonna put my head against his head, I'm gonna be like, I'm gonna miss you. You're gonna be fine. Just remember all those times we shared. You're probably not gonna get spooked by any invisible archangels for a while though. So that's probably gonna be better for you mentally. But I'll miss you.
At which point Baldwin gets up on his hind legs and gives you a hug.
Wait. Wait.
Oh
God.
Why is that
You're gonna be
significantly more
crushed.
terrifying?
Don't worry, it's Baldwin the horse. You know, we're saying dearest goodbyes, and Baldwin can hug people.
I'm just gonna write that.
At which point,
I get a hug.
at which point he gives you like a gentle nuzzle and then flies off into the sunset.
Wait. Wait.
He has wings.
No, he doesn't have wings. He's just floating away.
Can we assess for a second that this isn't the weirdest thing that's happened to us recently?
Yeah, I think Onyx might need to retire. This is enough now. It's getting silly.
At which point
I
you
turn
just
around, like, tears streaming down my face, like, I'm really gonna miss him.
and then you just hear like distantly this word like Miss Morella, Miss Morella, Miss Morella, and then you just suddenly get struck across the cheek, and everything comes back to normal. And it's like you phased out there for a moment. I was concerned.
Where's Baldwin? I look for Baldwin.
You just hear a.
I still have tears in my eyes. I'm really gonna miss him.
We will take good care of him, and the moment that we're able to send him to Mensepidas safely, then we will.
I come and lean in Onyx and say that I still think we might be a little bit worried about Morel.
Yeah. Yeah.
Quietly, suddenly.
And as Morella is tending to Baldwin, you see her head just turn all the way around so it's facing backwards. It's like, I don't know what you mean, adventurer.
Ah! Morella.
Onyx, help me.
Help you! What about me? I need help too!
Everything's fine.
Trapped.
That's less helpful.
Team's turning into a horror game now.
I feel in danger.
Yeah.
I don't know what you mean, adventurer.
It's about time we start heading into that vampiric wasteland, right? Yeah, that's probably
Yeah.
right.
As I can handle NPC Morella.
Should I send my father?
Oh,
Should I send my grandfather a message to say that we are on our way?
probably.
Yeah.
That would make some sense.
You can tidy up the house and ready for us.
Yeah.
More like a temple, but yeah.
Also house. Bit more airy, that's all. And holy.
I'm very. I can help with holiness, darling.
No.
But
I think it'd be more unholy if anything. No offense, Frank. But all will be a friends.
Oh, it's Frank.
Oh, it's Frank.
I shall cast sending message. Which spell am I using?
that one.
The one that allows you to message people
Sending.
over long distances.
I always get myself confused between message and sending.
Oh, so do I, but I'm not particularly strict on it, but whichever one allows you to cast long distance
That
calls.
one, yeah.
Yeah.
The longy distance one. To my grandfather, and I'm gonna go, hello, it's Morella. Just to let you... Oh, wait, how many words is that? Oh, God, oh, no.
Okay, so oh no marks
That's the whole
10 words.
Anyway,
11.
we are on our way to you. Stay safe. Love you lots. Don't die.
You then immediately receive a message saying, Rihanna Keeves cannot come to the call right now. He is busy watching John Wick 4. Please leave a message.
Damn it, answer phone again. Oh.
So,
Well.
while you're doing this, Scott has gone over to Padwin, who is still sort of like on the wall, and
Which Padwin, the horse or the cat?
the cat. And he whispers something in Padwin's ear, at which point Padwin jumps off from the wall and runs in here. And then a few moments later comes back out and he's got his book in his mouth. He's like,
Yes, Patrick.
and he sort of sits down and puts the book down on the floor. I made you a present.
What is it?
It's a present.
I open.
You just saw like nudges it towards you.
I tentatively open the present.
Okay, right. It's just like right. It's a book that appears to have had some edits done to it. So, but you immediately recognise this as a children's book that, before it was edited, basically read Teddy Bear's Picnic story collection, but it's now by author unknown, but it now has a piece of paper sort of stuck over it, so it now reads Teddy Bear's Picnic and the Nuclear Fireball of Death by Padwin Jenkins.
I'm sorry, what?
Teddy Bear's Picnic and the Nuclear Fireball of Death.
I heard what was said. I look at Padwin and ask him if the book is going to explode on me.
Not unless you say the magic word.
If you say the magic word, is it going to explode now?
Yes. So, as you open the book, you immediately see on the sort of like the inner cover page, this written in really big letters: "Point at enemy."
Okay.
This is a grenade.
And then it says, under no circumstances mess around with this. One use only. To use, point at enemy and say, and then writing in Celestial, which I don't believe you can understand, can you, Kashan?
I cannot.
So you show it to Morella, who is able to understand Celestial, and it literally reads in Celestial, "Eat shit, bitch," which will then activate the spell. Do not say aloud in proximity of book.
So in theory, Kashan did not know how to activate the book. Just Mariella.
Basically, anybody who can speak Celestial can activate this book.
For just Mariella.
If we are away from the book, I could teach you how to say it.
Oh, fair.
So, if anybody wants to do any sort of like checks on this, they can.
You know what? I trust Padwin. He didn't say the magic word in front of me. It didn't explode.
Does anyone want to do investigation on this?
I am very shy at investigating, but I'll try anyway.
You can do Arcana if you want.
Well,
Yeah, investigation or Arcana, whichever is stronger for you.
Is it magical?
that's
Is it
the same
magical
for
in
me.
23 for me on Arcana.
Okay.
9.
Okay, so Tortem and Barakas are able to sort of get to the bottom of this. So this book is basically the same size as a Harry Potter book.
Which one?
Which one?
Order of the Phoenix, one of the big ones.
Okay.
And from what they can tell, every single page in this book has a glyph of warding, which then contains the spell Fireball in it.
Hold on, so it's like 200 pages of Fireball.
How many pages
Jesus.
is Harry?
I feel like the paperback was more than 200. Like, was that 3?
Depends which book you're on about. The longest book is Half-Blood Prince, which is 700 and something. Order of the Phoenix and Deathly Hallows are both the same, which are 565, I think.
Okay, so 565 pages worth of Fireball is in this book.
You just throw away just
Oh.
a page, or do you have to do the whole book?
Judging from what you read from this instruction, it's a one use only.
The whole book.
That's a lot of fireball. That is a lot of fireball.
Yeah, that's a. I think it's a nuclear bomb. It's not fireball anymore.
Hence the title.
Yeah, I get it now. All right, who wants a mass murdering weapon in the inventory?
Who's most likely to be safest with this on them?
Me. Haven't
Oh,
said.
totally me.
I mean, I can hold it in the beard, like, just in case.
Yeah, but we forget to use stuff in the beard.
That's true, that's true.
Yes, and now you don't have all the horse food to carry, so...
I mean, you've got some inventory space, and you're the only one who can read it.
Yeah, I don't mind.
Yeah,
I'm
true.
also probably one of the only people who is least likely to nuke a place.
True, but you are one of the people who has set somewhere on fire.
You win some, you lose some, you know?
I'm all for it. I trust you as our moral compass. I don't trust your NPC version.
Yes, so from this point onwards, Morella is not allowed to miss a session because NPC Morella might activate the book.
Hey, how about we strike up a deal? NPC Morella isn't allowed to use the book. That feels fair to me.
Yeah.
Do you
Prospect
like
of
it?
her using it is terrifying.
How do I add this to my inventory, by the way?
It is a homebrew item which I've yet to create, so I'll add it into your inventory. Put
You just
Once
add the spell, the single spell fireball, and then...
times
Well,
5, then just cast it 500 times.
Yeah, and then...
What level is the fireball spell?
It's a
Just
level.
get...
It's the first level. Well, level 3 level.
Okay.
So just do scroll of fireball, and then quantity 565.
I'm gonna look that up. I'm gonna look it up. Scroll fireball. Da-da-da-da.
How many d6 is a scroll of fireball?
Okay, so a normal fireball does 8d6.
8. 8d6.
So 8 times 565, that does 4,520 d6s.
Can you say that number again for me?
4,520 d6s.
Can I...
Did you just roll that in d20?
I did. I did.
Holy shit.
3,525.
How did you
So
custom do
1,420 did you say? Just to triple check.
Yeah, 4,520.
That's a lot of damage, guys.
It's a 14,000.
So just out of
that?
interest,
That's a lot of damage.
say they did the average of 3 damage. That is, on average, 13,560 damage.
Yikes.
Where did we go wrong? Where did we go wrong?
I think we went really right here.
How,
So where's this BBG?
how reasonably can we use this book in a dreamscape?
Ooh.
I'll give you a hero point for that.
You know the idea that we have to beat this thing in both locations? It might be a wise idea to try and do it simultaneously.
Wait, come again?
I'm thinking we just go into the dreamscape and aim at that castle.
I feel like there's one minor flaw that I was specifically told that we all need to be together.
I'm always down for that.
Yeah, so just wait till you together and then blow yourselves up with the book.
Yeah. Other than the fact that also, like, it seems like we take damage.
But yes,
Okay.
you now have a nuclear bomb in your inventory.
Well, me and Kashan can take half damage for it. If that helps.
Uncanny dodge. Fuck.
That is uncanny.
And Maria's like, don't worry, I have a Revivify.
I feel like I still need a body for Revivify.
Okay, so armed with your nuclear bomb now, but do you want to set off?
Yes.
I actually, guys, need to go because I have to.
Yeah,
prepare.
yeah, I was thinking of calling it as you're traveling, so you can then sort of
That
start
sounds
next
good.
session in the
That is a
city.
good plan, you know.
Yeah. So well done, guys. That was that wasn't world ending or anything like that.
Not yet.
Hell
But
yeah.
yeah, I was
We
about
just
to
have
say that.
potential to.
All right, so shall we pencil in next Monday again?
Let
Yeah.
me check my router. So I can tell you. There is, just to let you know, like, really stupidly way in advance.
Well, that's
The first Monday of July I won't be able to do as I'm moving.
That's not stupidly well in advance. That's only like a month.
Yeah, but I also don't know how long it's going to be until I play again after that because I don't know when I'm getting my Wi-Fi sorted.
I suppose
Yeah.
worst case scenario, you
Like,
can just hide out at
hopefully,
Chin's
like-
house.
Yeah, hopefully by the weekend after I'll be on again.
Fair.
Well, we can find various workarounds for it, but don't worry, during that time, NPC Marilla won't have the book. We'll give it to someone
Good,
else.
Thank you.
good. Onyx, I would like you to have the book.
Oh god. I probably
I
don't
trust
have
you
this
with my
list,
life.
but I probably won't.
Yeah,
Yeah.
put it right next to the grenades and the flame bow.
Eh.
I suppose what you could do is put the book to the bow, fire it off, and then say the words.
Oh my god, that's such a clever idea. Give yourself a hero point.
Or you could give it to Tordum, who could cast Catapult on the book. The book then whacks the bad guy in the face, and then they say the word and it explodes at their feet.
What about if we get the
Oh my god.
what? Right. What about if we find a bad guy who can read Celestial and we get them to read the book?
Oh my god, be like, hey, we have a message for you. Runs really far. Like, oh, shit.
I bet you can't even read that.
Oh my god, it's such a good. Do you reckon Morad knows how to speak Celestial? Hey, can I do a history check? Does Morad know how to speak?
Yeah, I'll allow you to do a history check on that.
I don't know what my history is. I close D&D Beyond. Oh god. Huh.
You can use mine. It's +0.
I think
Your
I did +1.
Your history is a +5.
15.
Okay, so yes, you have a very distinct impression that Murad can speak Celestial.
Guys, hey guys, like as we're like walking down the road, what if we gave the book to Morad? He'd then be Moron.
We'd have to scribble out the point towards enemy bit.
I'm sure that's fine. He might hate himself secretly.
The enemy of the
The enemy of the nuke is dead. Alright guys, I'll leave you to contemplate what to do with this book, and then so you can come back on Monday with your plans.
ultimate cosmic power.
Yes.
Thank
Thank you for the amazing session.
This
No worries
was
guys. Thanks for all attending. It's been a while since we've all been together.
It's so good.
Oh, someone's so hectic.
Hey, Chum, are we going into EPC?
Yes, let me pee first though. So.
Yeah, I'm going to pee first as well. Cool. Bye, guys.
See you later.
Yeah.
See you later. Bye.
Bye.